May your water be nourished with love. Hallelujah. Amen. Blessed be hallelujah. Amen. Blessed be to you. Jesus is
Aloha. Good evening. This is Andrew Aloha live out of Tucson, Arizona with Spiritual Homes Productions on BlogTalkRadio and FreeConferencing.com and Webinar Jam. Yes, that's correct, folks. You heard it. Webinar Jam. So now not only can you hear us on BlogTalkRadio and FreeConferencing.com, but now you can hear us and see us on Webinar Jam. Cool. I like it. See, now tonight we're doing the Golden Age channel panel here with John McElreath. Is that correct? Oh, good. I got it right this time. Cool. So John is one of two twin brothers that are psychic. He's with the United Psychics show that they do on Blog Talk Radio every Saturday afternoon, which is a place for all people to openly talk about spirituality and their life with the paranormal and the psychic world. Well, both of them endure physical challenges. Both dedicate their lives to helping others within their own capacity, and every week both do readings for people from all walks of life. And just to let you know, area code 701, we got you on scopes for doing a reading. I'm assuming that you want a reading. The channel panel is a little bit different. That the first part of the show we do a channeling, and then the second part of the show we do readings. So if you want to wait till then we'll be happy to do that. So anyhow, I do want to give a big aloha to all of our underwriters, beginning with Maha Dakini Lorei. And that's at www.mahadakini.com. Maha Dakini Lorei's life has been a personal journey exploring sexuality and spirituality for over 20 years. She's a certified tantric counselor and tantric healer and a certified mind sound teacher. Maha Dakini Lorei is also a graduate of Margot Anand's year-long Sky Dancing Tantra Facilitator Training Program, and is a current member of the American Association of Sex Educators, Counselors, and Therapists Club, as well as a charter member of the Association of Sexual Energy Professionals. She regularly attends trainings and conferences to keep current with the latest research and information in sexual education. And then we have the 90-Day Ascension Journey, at 90dayascensionjourney.com. When you sign up for the 90-Day Ascension Journey, you will be facilitated with defining and redefining your soul true life purpose. You will be assisted with finding out what ascension means to you. On this journey, you will be provided with tools and techniques and assistance to empower you to connect and reconnect with your soul, yourself, your emotions and feelings, and your mind, body, and spirit through a soul-centered, universal-centered process. You will be going through a lifelong transformation that would allow you to move forward and never look back if you dare. We also have the 2014 Ozark Mountain Transformation Conference at www.transformation.com-conference.com. Register now for the 2014 Annual Ozark Mountain Transformation Conference with speakers that include Robert Bauval, Dolores Cannon, Catherine and Patrick Andrews, who will be interviewing on Sunday, also Ronald Chapman, Jack Churchward, Victoria Hunt, Guy Needler, Sherry O'Brien, Andy Stilgrad Watergray, Blair Styria, Natalie Sudman, and Sherry Wild. The Publishing Transformation Conference will be held at the Holiday Inn in Springdale, Arkansas from 20th to the 22nd of June, and we'll include a film premiere along with a meet the speakers dinner as well. And then we have the Artie Artichoke Water at www.artiewater.com. The artichoke is the most edible flower bud of a thistle-like plant in the sunflower family and has been eaten for more than 3,000 years. They are low in saturated fat and cholesterol and contain vitamin C, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, folate, vitamin B6, B12, A, E, D, and K, A, B, C, D, F, G, X, no, just kidding, along with calcium, iron, zinc, sodium, potassium, manganese, phosphorus, and zinc. According to the USDA, it also has the highest antioxidant levels of all vegetables, and now you can drink it and avoid cancer, bad cholesterol, high blood pressure, liver damage, digestive issues, hangovers, osteoporosis, along with the brain and metabolic functions. And then we have Jim Hamilton at www.coreresonance.com. Author and entrepreneur Jim Hamilton unlocks the secrets of true success and introduces clients to new levels of success, unlimited abundance, and access to innate guidance. He says success begins to show up in synchronicities, fortuitous circumstances, and a steady progression of naturally unfolding events that indicate one's alignment with the fundamental truth of one's nature as it relates to the cosmos. He introduces Core Resonance System's ultimate personal performance as a technology designed to release limiting beliefs and values that block our ability to allow innate intelligence to express through us. And then we have Dr. Margaret Rogers Van Coops at www.sumaracenter.com, founder of Sumara Psychic Education Center in England. Dr. Margaret Rogers Van Coops, psychic and healing talents have been recognized since early childhood. She's a PhD, minister, metaphysician, clinical hypnotherapist, doctor of integrative medicine, paranormal teacher, author, psychic healer, therapist, counselor, metaphysical therapist. She's also an author of 7 metaphysically oriented textbooks that have been published both in Eastern and Western Europe, as well as Russia, China, Mexico, and India. She has also practiced successfully in Spain, France, Switzerland, England, Egypt, Japan, Mexico, and the United States. And then finally, we do have Zakairan Xian at www.zakairan.com. Zakairan teaches you how to co-create heaven on earth, how to become empowered to co-create heaven in your life, how to master the law of attraction to make your dreams come true, and learn tips on how to focus learn tips on how to focus your energy and attention in a consistent and persistent way so that you can be healthy, wealthy, and happy. Ask questions, find out the secrets of the universe, find out how easy creating heaven on earth is in your life. Zakairan is an emissary of light and love, completely dedicated to the awakening of humanity in their full mastery and the co-creation of heaven on earth. So, now, just in case, for you guys that are telling me, well, that was too fast, I can't understand it, or whatever, you can always go to spiritualnessproductions.com. On the right-hand side, there's a place where you can sign up for the SIP's Divine email list and keep abreast of everything that's going on with Andrew Aloha, myself, and I in Spiritual Image Productions. And then on the left-hand side, there's a link there that says the Golden Age channel panel. If you click on that page, that'll open up to a page where all our talent and all our underwriters and everything else is at. So you can check it out from there. So aloha, John. We were talking earlier, and thank you for being here. You're all the way from Missouri, is that correct? John, are you with me? Do you hear me?
I said you are correct.
Okay. So anyhow, so you were talking about earlier about you were going to be channeling Shamil, and so whenever you're ready to start, go ahead.
All right. I am Jamil. the Archangel, guardian of the heart chakra, seeker and master of love, divine and physical. I speak today to the soldiers and the women, especially. And know now that love conquers all things. But also know that love, like wisdom, being a tiny seed, it can be choked out by hatred and evils. There is much hatred and evils within this world, children. And it is up to us, messengers, warriors of light and of dark, to bring balance. When I speak of dark in this manner, I do not mean a darkness that causes disruption and evil, but a darkness that brings balance, beauty to the light. Be aware, young women, of the men of the universe, for they do not understand love in the manner that you do. You speak of love on emotional levels, physical levels, spiritual levels. There are few men like this. Those that are should be treated as equal to you. For without love and balance of dark, light, masculine, and feminine, how can this seed grow? Ilaidu shilayanu nainashi. I am given the authority to speak now on behalf of the Shekinah, the Goddess, Mother of all creation. She who is part of the first and the last, the beginning, the middle, and the end, within all things, masculine and feminine. I speak on her behalf, chiefess with mistress. Acknowledge me, children, for I am within all things. I am a part to the union of love. The truest love cannot exist without the Shekinah glory being poured upon her people. The purest love cannot exist without Shekinah. for she completes all things and ends all things. She is part of the Godhead. She is the Holy Spirit, divine, feminine, strong, and silent. Hear now your heart song. Hear now the innocence of your inner child. Hear now the guidance of your higher self. As I do this sounding, please take a breath and let it in. Blessed are those who hear your words.
So is that it?
Glory to God in the higher. Peace on earth. Goodwill to men.
Aloha.
Glory to God. Peace on earth. To God in the higher. Peace on earth.
Now, did I hear you correctly? Is Shamil? Is he the angel that helps people with business in the corporate world? Shamil
helps people connect to their heart. Shamil is different. Shamil is the counterpart to Shamil. Shamil is the counterpart to Shamil.
So I'm not sure what that means.
We are kindred, connected, equal beings, one of masculine, one of feminine. Shamil would be perceived as the feminine, Shamil the masculine.
Okay. So let me go like this. Aloha, area code 701. Are you there? Aloha, area code 701. Did you have a question for us? Aloha. So anyhow, we'll bring that person in later on. So, okay. So is.
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Hi.
Who am I talking to?
I can't. My name is Laurel.
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 Did we talk to you already?
Yeah, a long time ago. Yep.
Okay, so you've been on the show, and did you have a reading from us?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, good. Now, and how? Where are you located, and how did you hear about us?
I'm located in North Dakota,
Okay.
and I heard about you. I've always just kind of listened to your show. So.
Okay. Oh, good. So thank you for doing that. Let me ask you this. Did you have a question for Shamil?
Well, I was just going to ask generally if you saw anything.
Well,
I mean, oh,
Right now, we just got done doing a channeling with Shamuel, and since Shamuel's here to still, is Shamuel still here, John?
Yes, but he is not channeling at the moment.
Okay, so is Shamuel okay with answering any questions?
Of course.
Of course.
Answering questions is their favorite thing.
Okay, so Lori, Laurel, did you have a question for Shamuel? That you wanted to ask?
how can I get ahead? I mean, without worrying about money all the time, how can I get ahead that way?
Did you get that, John?
Me?
I'm trying to process what is being said here.
Okay, go ahead.
This will take a moment.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, you're doing that on your...
Okay.
Go ahead.
What he is saying here, as was stated in the channeling, she is an angel of love and guardian of the heart chakra. The heart chakra connects us to a lot of things in our universe and is known to help us achieve things. She says, when you give, do so with love. And always smile until it hurts.
Lori, are you smiling?
Yes?
Are you smiling, Lori?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good.
Bring joy into your life, and firstly, the life of others there around you, and then the rest of the world. Right now is not the best time to be dealing with business because of the position of the planets. I believe it is Mercury that is in retrograde. So anything dealing with business or even camaraderie is really not the best pursuit at the moment. Even doing this channel and web seminar, it was difficult. The days leading up, there was a lot of difficulties on my and John's end personally. And it's because of your planetary alignment currently. This will clear up probably on the 2nd of next month, which is a great time for business because things will start to open up. It's also a great time for communications and healing old wounds. Right now is not the best time for any business.
John, Mercury doesn't go into retrograde until Saturday, and it will be in retrograde until the end of the month, and then the 1st of July, Mercury will go out of retrograde, and then you can visit. It'll be okay to conduct business on a pretty straightforward level.
It's actually affecting now.
Okay, well, and that's fine. Today is Friday. It could start affecting people now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Lori, are you okay if I get your birthday from you?
Sure. 9/28/64.
September 28/64.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead, John.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, I'm getting a lot of sadness.
Sadness.
Crying. I don't. Do you have moments of depression or sadness yourself?
Sometimes, not a lot.
Did you have a big one recently? Loss of someone?
No. Why do you ask?
I just I am like overwhelmed by sadness unexplicably. I was actually earlier before the show.
Alright.
And I can't. I'm having difficulty interpreting it.
Do you think it's from me?
I don't know, to be honest. For me, it's from like all sorts of directions.
So, John, typically, and Lori, typically when people are sad, they feel really, really depressed. Generally, it's because they've been very selfish prior to. If you ever feel depressed, think about the times before, like immediately, and then a few weeks, few days before, and remember, recount everything that was going on, and see if you weren't feeling selfish and when you weren't being selfish. If you were being selfish, chances are that's where it's coming from. So that's why it's it's really good idea just to be very straightforward and very generous is a good word, but I don't know if that's the right word, but just to be of service instead of trying to make everything happen in your favor. Just go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes things just work out the way they do, but just try to go with the flow and not be selfish. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
You can be selfish at times, can't you, Lori?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, you got plenty of Leo. Lori, you got plenty of Leo in your chart. That's why I know. You got you like to be around kids. Well, that's just it. When you're around kids, they take all the attention. So sometimes you don't like to be around kids because they get all the attention, and you would rather have all the attention sometimes.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm kind of reclusive.
Well, it's surprising because you got Mars in Leo, you got Venus in Leo. You're one woman kind, one man kind of woman, or you only like one man at a time? You're a monogamous woman, is that correct?
Yes, but I don't have anyone.
Okay, well, and I'm not saying you do, but when you are involved in relationships, you like to be involved on a one-to-one level. So maybe that's something that you might want to explore, Lori, to help get you out of that rut. You've been alone for a while, haven't you? For several years?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So maybe you might want to explore the idea of working with open relationships to break you out of that rut. And I'm not saying, go be a sleaze or anything, and I'm not saying that at all. There's a way of going out with 2 or 3 or 4 different guys and still have a level of integrity, and still have, as long as you maintain a level of boundaries, and you're very clear with every one of them that you're not being in a monogamous relationship with anybody, period. Then they should get the clue. But if they don't get the clue, then that's a real sign that's a red flag right there off the bat, that maybe they need to move on. But in the meantime, so you can do your research and development, and this is just like a project for you that you might want to consider, doing some research and development and see what happens. You can go out with 2 or 3 guys at a time and see what happens, and then go from there.
Okay.
And but you like to do you play music? Do you sing?
I sing to myself in the car.
Oh my God! I don't know. Do we want to hear that?
No.
No. Okay. Well, that's okay. And you're very you're really smart about. What do you do right now? Do you work in some kind of communications field right now, Lori?
Accounting.
Oh, accounting? Really? Are you kidding me? Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow, that's way out there for me. I would never. Well, you do got some Virgo in there. You got 3 planets in Virgo, but I wouldn't get. Well, I don't know. Pluto's in Virgo. Your Uranus is in Virgo. Are you happy with that job?
I am now, because I just started a new one, and it's helping. It's more in the business of helping people that are homeless that need. It's identified.
Oh, so it's more of a service rather than accounting type of thing.
Well, I do the accounting for it.
Oh, well, that's cool. Yeah, I hear you. I see. So what I'm gonna go ahead, John. Is there any more? Because while you're working with it, I'm gonna go ahead and do her soul chart. And now I do 2 types of readings. I don't know. Did I do a reading on you last time, Lori?
No.
I did. Really, okay. No. Well, I do 2 types of readings. The one is a regular Western-based astrology chart, where it's the day that you come out of the womb, and then the other chart is the day that that your soul connects with a fetus, which is about 3 or 4 weeks after day of conception. So I psychically go in and get that date, put together a chart to that's representative of what your soul is all about. So I'm going to do that right now.
Wow.
Well, John, is there anything else you want to add to this that you want to go ahead and tell Lori about while I'm doing this?
Andy is honest right now. I'm having difficulty picking up stuff.
John, did you eat your Wheaties today?
Yes, I did.
Well, that's a good thing. What's going on? How come you're having a hard time picking up stuff?
I don't know. I think.
Well, let me go like this. Lori, I'm going to tell you this. Have you had some significant stuff happen in your life with leadership and role modeling and people in power positions?
You mean bad?
Well, not necessarily bad, but just stuff that's come up that you've had to deal with, issues that you had to deal with in those arenas.
Yes.
Okay, so that, and since around August of 2010, what happened?
I lost my job.
Oh, really? In August 2010? Really interesting. Okay, and then since then, things have been topsy-turvy since then?
Yes.
Okay, and then literally within the last 2 to 3 weeks, it's either gotten really intense, or something finally shifted and gave away.
Well, we moved. Yeah.
Oh, you moved. Okay. Okay. So, recently, within the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, the last 3 weeks I started a new job.
Okay. And then when did you move?
Right after I lost my job in 2010.
So this is what I'm going to tell you that's going on. Do you do spiritual practices at all?
Do I do what?
Spiritual practices.
Yes. Yes.
Meditating. Do you do meditations? Do you do prayer? Do you do some kind of do you play inspirational music, spiritual music, and do you read spiritual inspirational readings?
Every morning I read inspirational readings. I meditate. When I think about it, I try to do a little before I go to bed, and I always pray at night before I go to bed.
So, Lori, what's happening is that you're being positioned so you can be in a better empowered position with your higher self, to be able to really communicate with your higher self and be in harmony with it. So everything that's happening literally is shifting you so you can be in your power much more so than not. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
I believe so.
Okay. So I mean, it's not necessarily right or wrong. I'm just trying to work with you on the guidepost for everything that's going on with you right now. So now there's some really good healing stuff that actually has happened, even though you got fired and you've had all these issues with management and leadership and supervisors. This has actually been healing for you, believe it or not, with relationships, with just in general, and just with your own, just, I mean, things that you've been like agitated about, or like you're letting them go, or they're going away, or they're just being resolved or cleared away, or whatever. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So what you were in the military? Were you in the Air Force? Are you a cop?
Was I? No. Okay,
just keep calling me sir. What the heck's going on here? I'm not in the military anymore, so forget it. No, so the whole idea is, so what's happening right now, Lori, is that if you were to continue doing your spiritual practices, if you continue to do that, you're going to, before, when you were growing up, you liked working with kids, you liked working with the singing and being in the limelight and being on the stage. But now what's happening as you evolve into your soul life purpose, into the things that you're supposed to be doing as a soul, then what's happening is you're learning to become a mother figure, a divine mother, and so to an extent, and so so you want to be working with that part of yourself to really nurture that and really help bring it along. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. Yes.
So have you ever? Do you have a pen and paper, Lori?
Yes, I'm writing right now.
What I would do is, there's a woman by the name of the Divine Mother of the Universe. Have you heard of her?
No.
You haven't? Well, write that down, because when you do your prayers, you always want to ask, invite the beings that you want to work with, that you want to talk to, converse with. You always want to invite them in first, so that you can have them, so they'll be there, so you can converse with them. And then, and one of them beings is the Divine Mother of the universe. So you're going to want to invite her to come in so you can talk to her and have a conversation with her. Divine Mother of the universe, I don't know who you are. Can you please help me to understand who you are and what you're all about? And if you can help me with any of my and whatever burdens, whatever problems I have, you're welcome to have them. They're all yours. And thank you for taking them from me. I appreciate that. And may you be blessed, a special blessing at this time. Something like that. Does that make sense to you? So you have this connection with them, like, and they're real people. They're just not in physical bodies like we are. But the whole idea is to be working with these beings because they have insight on stuff we don't know anything about. They're on the other side, and they can see and feel and sense and pick up stuff that we don't even think about a lot of times or know about a lot of times. So you want to work with them so that it's a cooperation program, and we can do because we're in the physical body. They can't feel like we do. They can't sense some things like we do. So it's a whole different program. But so we're working together to work out with whatever's supposed to be working out with your life and your soul. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, for the next couple of weeks or so, things are still going to be thick, but things are going to start to calm down. What happened is in August of 2010, Lori, Uranus, the planet of freedom and rebellion, went into Aries, and when that happened, it really started kicking you in. And then literally right now we're in the middle of that energy. I've been telling people for months now, if we go into World War III, it's going to happen this summer. And so far it hasn't happened. There has been a threat of it, but I don't think we're still out of hot water from that. But I think things are starting to taper down a little bit more and more. But by the end of August, September, things should be tapered down, but there's still other stuff they're going to be picking up that people are going to want to be cautious about. So people are going to want to just remain conservative with whatever they're doing and whatever they're trying to accomplish. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Now, Lori, you're really psychic yourself. You know that, huh?
I do, but I don't trust like I should.
Ah. Do you have dreams? Okay, go ahead, John. Go ahead.
Okay. When you're around people, Lori, do you get overwhelmed by their energies?
Yes, sir. I try to
be overwhelmed.
Try to imagine. Yes.
30 people around you, especially if the supermarket, which is why you, like earlier at the beginning of the show, you're like a recluse, and getting a fear of that. And I want you to recognize now that what you're doing is you're taking on the energies of these people all at once. Okay. This is not necessarily a bad thing. This can lead to two paths here. One path is that of the empath, a natural healer, things like that. And the other path, I see with you as well, is what people refer to as energy drain. And the drain or disruptor, they can also be healers. But they do things more for their benefit rather than the benefit of the mass as a whole. And I urge you to do things for the mass as a whole or the individual rather than yourself, put your shields up every day before you out. As you walk to your car, tell yourself, I walk in circles of light. As you walk into work, tell yourself, I walk circles of light. These circles of light are one level of protection. Once you get good at this one level, you can add more protection. You can add things like water, plants, animals, various different types of spiritual things with physical traits or understanding. You're being overwhelmed because your aura is so wide right now that it's acting like a sponge. And as I'm looking back in the beginning of the reading, I realized that the sadness is coming from you, but it is not a bad thing. Your energy is telling me, I am overwhelmed. Help me. And what you need to do is bring that energy level inward, closer to your skin, so that you don't have all these people brushing up against you, and then you're just really overwhelmed. Build that protection, build that circle of light as you walk. Put up those shields, put up mirrors, and see how your light changes from them.
Great. Thank you.
So, Lori, I still got a few more things for you, if you don't mind. So you've seen,
No, it's wonderful.
You've seen ghosts before, haven't you?
I think so.
Have you? Well, either you have or you haven't, Lori. Make up your mind. This is one of the things I want you to be clear about. You have a habit of doing that. You need to be committed. You said you don't trust yourself, but you don't commit yourself to what you're trying to accomplish either. So you need to do that. And just exactly what you did just now, that's what the kind of that activity you keep doing, putting out there. So that's the kind of trust you're going to entrust in yourself to. So either you do,
You're right.
You have seen ghosts or you haven't. Which is it?
I have.
Okay, so that's very positive, very confident. Yes, I have, and that's what you need, Lori. You need to stay in your power and not give your power away, and being very uncommitted, uncommittal like that. You just diffuse your power, and then you have a hard time, and then you get confused. So that's not what you need. What you need to do is be in your power. So now, let me think. Oh, I know. Hang on a second. Time out. Something else happened with Pisces. I can't remember. I'll tell you here in a couple minutes. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. February 2012, Lori. What happened? Plus or minus 3 months, 4 months.
I'm not sure. I'd have to think a minute. Why?
Okay, think a minute. It had to do with your this was February 2012, and it had to do with your motivation, your speech, and yourself, your inner self, your higher self.
Well, my sister was, we found out my sister had cancer.
Okay.
Just before that.
Is she still around?
So, what?
Is she still around?
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't think she would be at that time, but yeah, she is.
Okay.
She's doing better. She's doing really better.
Okay, so have you thought about becoming a reverend or preach or minister or something like that?
I have.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to do much more than thinking about it pretty soon.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
I think you could probably do psychic readings or something like that, Lori. But you really have to tap into your higher self, into your inner self, and really come from within. And so as long as you do it that way, you'll probably do a good job. You'll probably do well.
Thank you. I will keep working at it. Yes.
Also working with groups. You're accounting right now, but what do you do on your off time, Lori?
Well, I'm always running with children. We're usually sports, but now I have a little break so I can spend more time for myself.
Okay, so you have been playing around with a lot of kids. So all right, but that's part of your personality. But now your soul is more of a leader, has more of a leadership aspect, and it's also very psychic. And it's also very a very spiritual and more or less of a high priestess. So I'm gonna go ahead and read you your cards as we speak. I did a spread on you, and you've been coming from a place of wisdom, sound judgment, new beginnings, new school, new job, unlimited possibilities. But there is a loss of tranquility, unfulfilled. You had a lover that you were involved with and that never really flourished.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so there's that part of you that still needs to be resolved. Now, let me ask: Are you looking for a lover now, or someone to be involved with?
Yes.
Okay. Now, first of all, Lori, did I tell you this last time? Did I tell you should clean your closet out?
Actually, that's what I'm doing right this minute.
Wow, I'm really psychic, aren't I? Woo! No.
Yes.
Well, anyhow. What, Lori? Yeah, clean out your closet, make room for your lover, and write this. No, well, we're going to do this right now. Lori, do you want to talk to the spirit of your next lover?
I would love to. Sure.
Okay, so let's do that. Essence, present spirit of the next lover that Lori here, who is talking to us on the phone, will be involved with next. We ask and request that you please come forth and come forward and make yourself known, make yourself present. Thank you for being here, and may you be blessed with a special blessing at this time. And again, on the day that you and Lori meet in person, and also on the day that you two begin being intimately involved with each other. We ask and request. First of all, Jeff. Do you know a Jeff, Lori?
No.
You don't? Okay.
Do I know someone?
Do you know a Jeff?
What you said?
Yeah. Do you know a Jeff?
Jeff? No.
Okay. Well, I don't know who this Jeff is. Yeah, but anyhow. So thank you for being here. Is there anything that you want to impart to Lori right now? He says he's very happy to be with you even now. So I don't know if this guy is in your energy field already, but he may already be in your energy field. Is there anything else you want to impart to her? That's it? Hang on. Oh, he says he wants to be with you now. Is that correct? He's ready for you, Lori. He's ready to be involved with you, whoever this person is. So is there anything you wanted to tell this person right now?
I'm ready too. Where can I see it, or should I meet him?
All right.
Wait, hang on a second.
All right.
Hang on a second, John. Okay,
All
we
right.
ask and request the presence, essence, and spirit of this person that Lori's going to be involved with, that you please make yourself known and available to Lori as soon as possible, so that she knows who you are consciously, unconsciously, subconsciously, as well as superconsciously. And if there's anything you care to impart to her, feel free to do so at your convenience, and thank you for doing so. Namaste. Anything you want to add to that, John? Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. That was just lovely, Andrew. You know, part of this practice that Andrew and I do, even though it's slightly different, it involves the visualization technique in doing things like this. And to some people, they may think that they work. Okay. What I'm getting from the energy that Andrew has brought forth is that this individual, whoever it be a Jeff, be a Jim, or a Danny, or whatever. Now, what I'm getting from him is he is in tune with himself, and he will help you gain your inner knowledge, because your energy or reads as someone who does better in small group settings, because you're learning from these people how the energy should be, and things like that. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so in a small group setting, let's say one-on-one situation with them, expect all sorts of interesting things come in this relationship, and new experiences on all levels, and I stress that a very time. All levels, there will be new and enlightening, eye-opening, eyeball-popping experiences. So you will not just learn from him, but he will learn from you. You will grow strong together as a unit. And unite as one. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
Now, let me ask you this, Lori. Oh, that's what I'm gonna ask this. What I'm gonna okay, let's go like this. First of all, you're getting some prosperity coming in. You're getting some money coming in right now, and it's gonna continue. Actually, in the fall time is more like when it's gonna come in. In August, September, October, you're gonna be getting some money coming in. And even though you're gonna be making some money right now, there's gonna be some kind of thing that's gonna come through. Like I said, in August, September, so October. So let me see. No, Pentacles is fall. Yeah, that's right. So anyhow, but what you're gonna want to do is just be very clear about what's going on in your life, and you're gonna want to make some very conservative take some conservative measures with whatever's going on in your life. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
yes. You see, I caught you. So, so whatever's happening, even though you might be getting some money coming through or whatever, don't spend it and right away, and just hang on to it for a while, and just make sure everything's clear, everything is right. You've had now. What's the bad luck about the bad stuff that's going on lately for you?
Just bills.
Bills.
A lot of bills coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and we're gonna do some clearing from that around that to help you out with that. Literally, let me see. This is Swords. I believe the Swords is winter time. I thought. Yeah. And so anyhow, that I see what's happening now. So what's gonna happen is summer. Summer is probably gonna be a rather easygoing summer. It's not gonna be bad, and I don't think it's gonna be you're gonna be on your knees, but come August, September, October, I think there's gonna be some money coming in, and then but you're gonna really want to be very, very conservative with whatever's going on. And then because what's gonna happen is winter time of next year, things are gonna be maybe pretty thick and thin for you. So you're gonna just like save for a rainy day type of thing. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. And the rest of the stuff is just you're gonna really want to work on your patience and be temperamental, and just know surround yourself with people that are a good influence to you, that have good energies, that are successful, that are winners, that are people that have their head on straight, that are in right action, right conduct, right relationship. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
So all those other people, either pray for them and just maintain a level of boundaries with them, or literally just take a time out with them, literally. So or both. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So now what we're going to do, Lori, and I think this will help you. We're going to do a clearing. First of all, one that has to do with surrendering yourself. Actually, you're going to do your own clearing on that level, and then I'm going to do a clearing with you that has to do with patterns and cycles. Old ones that you don't need anymore, replace them with good ones. And then since you're this must be your lucky day, we're going to go ahead and integrate you with other aspects of yourself that are much healthier relationship with other people as well as with yourself. Are you okay with that?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. So what I want you to do is take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Take another deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And I just want you to relax. Relax your mind, relax your body, relax your toes, feet, calves, thighs, hips, shoulders, arms, fingers, neck, eyes, nose, mouth, ears, nose, hair. Relax your entire body. Now, imagine a miniature sun right above your head, pouring light into your body and around it, completely saturating your body with this light. Now, Lori, I'm going to tell you this. I do a program called the 90-Day Ascension Journey. It's literally I walk you, I hold your hand for 12 weeks straight, and I do exactly what I'm doing with you. I do clearings with you, I do meditations with you, I do prayers with you. I show you how to do protection, how to set up your altar, all kinds of stuff. I even do a tantra session with you, a PG one, that allows you to set boundaries and be very clear with your sexual nature, and then all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested in doing something like that, right now I'm retailing it for $650, but I'll give it to you for $350 if you're interested. Okay, and if that's something you think you can do within the next 2 or 3 weeks. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep. Yes, Andrew.
Yeah. Thank you. So if you want to, you can go to my website, spiritualimageproductions.com, and my information's there. You can call me or email me, and then go from there. So now, what we're gonna do, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a program. I call these programs. People call them prayers, affirmations, mantras, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. I just call them programs. So what I want you to do is just repeat after me out loud. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna surrender. We're just gonna let it all go and let the universe take care of it. All your burdens, all your problems, all your finances, everything. We're just going to let the God Goddess, take care of it. They know much better what to do with what's going on with you than you do for yourself, for the most part. So why not? Why not let them do it? Just trust them to do it, take care of it, and things will be. You'll be in a much better shape otherwise than not. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So just repeat after me. When I say my name, you say yours. I, Andrew Aloha.
Okay. I, Laura.
Myself and I.
Myself and I.
Completely and fully and permanently.
Completely and fully and I didn't understand.
And permanently.
Permanently.
Okay, say delete.
I completely.
No, say
and
delete.
Fully and
no,
permanently.
Say delete.
Laura.
No, say delete.
Delete.
Okay, again, this is a program. Okay, ready? If you don't understand something, just wait. Just wait, and I'll repeat it. Okay. I, Andrew Aloha, myself and I.
I, Laura, myself and I.
Completely and fully and permanently.
Completely and fully and permanently.
Surrender myself.
Surrender myself.
And all my actions, words, and deeds.
And all my actions, words, and deeds.
And relationships.
And relationships.
And debts.
And debts.
And bills.
And bills.
And karma.
And karma.
And possessions.
And possessions.
And finances.
And finances.
And budgeting. And budgeting.
By giving.
And by giving.
And by giving.
And budgeting.
And budgeting.
And burdens.
And burdens.
And everything else about me.
And everything else about me.
And connected to me.
And connected to me.
To you, God the Father.
To you, God the Father.
And God the Mother.
And God the Mother.
May thy will be done.
And thy will be done.
Thank you for your services.
Thank you for your services.
And your blessings.
And your blessings.
And may you be blessed with a special blessing at this time.
And may you be blessed with a special blessing at this time.
Amen.
Amen.
Oh, do you have a sister?
I do.
Is she jealous of you?
Is she what?
Is she jealous of you?
Is she what?
Jealous. Sure about that?
I sure hope not.
Well, there's somebody else in there that's pretty annoyed. I think she's jealous of you, whoever she is. Anyhow, whoever it is, they may be actually blocking you from getting to do what you got to do. So let's go like this. How's your relationship with your father?
He has passed away.
Okay, that's what I figured. So let's go like this. What's his first name?
Lawrence.
Lawrence? Okay. So let's go like this. And that's funny because today I had a guy by the name of Lawrence wanting to be in my network. So that's kind of funny. So that's coincidental. Anyhow,
Yeah.
so let's go like this. Andrew Aloha, myself, and I call forth and call forward Lawrence, the present father of Lori, who's before us here now. That you please come forth and come forward immediately and make yourself up and make it and present and thank you for being here. Now, first of all, is there anything you want to tell your father?
I miss you, and I want to know if you're okay.
That made him smile really quick. He's kind of sad because he doesn't get to talk to you, I guess, as much as he used to. But then when you said that, he like perked up and smiled really good. So anyhow, what I want you to do is I want you to ask him. Is there anything else you want to tell him or say to him?
I wish I could hear him. I wish that I could hear him or see him in my dreams more and remember it, so we could have long conversations and I could remember.
Okay. So what I want you to do now. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, I'm actually getting something for you here. Your permission, Lori. Your father's wanting to speak, and you need as a mouthpiece. So with your permission, may I chant them?
That would be wonderful, thank you.
Okay, I will do my best. Hello?
Hello?
My little angel. Know that at this moment I am fully and wholly at peace. I can breathe. I have no more pain. No more. I am near you, always. Even when you don't see me. Take the time to look in the mirror and realize whose face you're looking at. You are not just the spitting image of your mother. There are parts of me that are with you, always. The way you smile, the way your eyes twinkle, your strength, your will are all things that I taught you. Remember these things. Remember the happy time. Learning to ride a bike, going down a slide in my lap, swinging. Forgive me for the time when I scolded you and it seemed unfair. You know now that those were for a good purpose. And you understand now that it hurt me just as much as it hurt you. I love you. And even though you can't pick my arms anymore, they're around you always. Go safely on this journey. For you have a life ahead of you. A man chosen for you by God. in times you suffer, I will be there. In times you are filled with joy, I will be there. There is a child that bears my name. This brings me much joy to know.
Do you have a kid, or is there someone that you know that has your father's name, Lori? Is it named after your dad?
My cousin's son, yes.
And thank you very much. What's his name? Lawrence. Thank you very much, Lawrence, for your presence here, and maybe you be blessed with a special blessing at this time.
Thank you.
So now what I'd like to do, Lori, is I would like you to address your father again, Lawrence. And I want you, I'd like to repeat after me again. Andrew Aloha, myself,
okay.
Let me see. Lawrence.
Dad.
Okay, good. I thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for being here.
I love you very much.
I love you very much.
And you are free to go now.
You're free to go now?
On all levels and dimensions, in the past, present, and future.
In all dimensions, past, present, and future?
And levels.
In love.
And I'm very proud of you.
I'm very proud of you.
Lawrence.
What?
Lawrence.
Lawrence?
I request.
I request.
And ask.
And ask.
That you please bless me now.
Will you please bless me now?
I request that you please bless me now.
I request you please bless me now.
And all my family.
And my family.
And my friends.
And my friends.
And my job.
And my job.
And my career.
And my career.
And all my possessions.
And all my possessions.
And throughout, and everything else throughout my life.
And everything else about my life.
Thank you for doing so.
Thank you for doing so.
Lauren, do you keep a picture of your father by your bedside?
No, but it's close, yeah. I mean, it's right on the wall.
On the wall. Okay. What I want you to do this evening before you go to bed, just take a little candle, if you have one, and hold it up to your father's picture, and just basically thank him for his moments of light, just as you did today on the show.
Okay.
Is there an issue currently with your mother, or did she pass sometime?
No, she's still here.
Okay.
Is she the one that's jealous of you?
I don't think so.
Were you daddy's little girl?
I don't think so. My sister was.
Oh, your sister, okay. I don't know. Well, I don't know who this woman was, but I was picking up some woman that was really, really. I think she was really. It seemed like it was a jealous energy. She was mad because some of the clearing that I did with you earlier. But that's okay. So anyhow, let's go like this. We only got a few minutes. I'm going to do a clearing with you right now of your old patterns and cycles, and then I'm going to do I'm going to integrate you with other aspects of yourself, and then we're going to call it a night. We're going to finish off with some music. So it's just give me a couple minutes, and then we'll go from there. Now, Lori, what are your middle name and last name initials?
M. M and G.
M is in man and G is in goat?
Yes.
Okay.
M is Michelle. Yes.
Okay, here we go. You ready? Just sit up straight, relaxed, and just allow the energies to come through. Okay. Did you feel anything from that at all, Lori?
Yes, I did. It was totally good.
What'd you feel?
Just right now, I just feel like excited and clear, and
Did you feel lighter?
I don't know what I'll say. Yes.
Okay, good. What about you, John? How do you feel?
Well, I don't feel anything.
Okay.
Obviously, it's not meant for me. But I do think if you change in Lori's atmosphere or aura, I don't feel ability at all. And that there's definitely a change. She shines more like she's supposed to do.
So, John, we only got a couple minutes left, so let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and finish out with a song by Kaya called No Coincidence. We're going to sound out love, blessings, healings, angels of light, love to all the kids, all the animals, all the plants on the planet, all the leaders on the planet, all the people in the military on the planet, and all the family and friends, and to all the president and to the president of the United States and all his family, to everyone here in the phone lines, the chat room, and all our family and friends, to all our vehicles, places of residence that take care of us. Anyone you want to add to that, Lori?
No, thank you both so much.
Okay.
You're both remarkable.
Again,
I appreciate you.
Again, if you ever want to do the 90-day ascension journey, it's a 12-week program. Just touch base with me and we'll get it going. So in the meantime, anybody you want to add to that, John?
also want to add all spiritual leaders throughout the world who walk with the light.
Okay. And so we'll just add everyone else in need and concern. And I want to thank all of you for being here. Thank you, John, for being here. You did a great job. Have a God. And then for those of you that are showing up late, if you want readings, go to spiritualimageproductions.com and get on the email list and keep abreast of everything that's going on. And by the way, we're going to be doing a webinar series next week. So if you go to spiritualimageproductions.com, there's a button there that you can join the webinar series with. Go there, sign up for that, and we're going to be having people speak all week long, beginning Monday, 4 days a week for a whole 7 days. So you might want to go check that out. Thank you all of you for being here. Have a God, and we are going to be doing a Golden Age Psychic show and also a relationship show and meditation throughout the week as well. So if you want to check out the schedule, go there. Let me see. I can't remember where the link is. Anyhow, once you sign up for it, you'll see it or something like that. Anyhow, if you can't, just let me know and I'll get you the link. Anyhow, have a God Goddess weekend. Be the love that you are, always have been, and always will be. Aloha.
I see the light from my awakened being inside. Message I can't ignore. It seems like I've known you before. Is it nothing to my soul? Or just a simple twist of fate? Happen you near, just erased your feet. And all this was meant to be. There's no coincidence. No coincidence. It wasn't ever my plan to be there that day. I'm not really sure what brought me there. It's funny how destiny can change your whole life completely. And now the mystery begins to unfold. All the answers will be revealed. It's happening here, just all dreams. And all this was meant to be. Every road just seems to lead me to you. It's no coincidence. It's no
Nice. That was Kaya out of Canada from his with his album. Nice. That was Kaya out of Canada with his album. The song being No Coincidence from his album Born Under the Star Change. Have a God Goddess weekend. Be the love that you are, always have been, and always will be. Aloha.